And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
And now for a taste of things to come.
What's going on, everybody? And thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios YouTube channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade J.J. Williams, thanking each and every one of you for coming back and joining me here in the theater. For today's film, we're going to take a look at another Hallmark Channel original Christmas movie, which premiered this year on December 6th. Today's film is called She's Making a List, and it stars Lacey Chabert, Andrew Walker, Cadence Compton, Steve Backick, Larisa Tronco, Alessandro Miro, and Dax Bellinger. Now, as you all know, for as long as Santa Claus has been around, he has always had a naughty and nice list. And while in the past his elves used to monitor all of the children across the globe to personally mark each one as either naughty or nice, modern technology has now made it even easier to keep tabs on everyone. But ever since Santa outsourced the work to the naughty or nice group, the process has seemingly grown even more streamlined, as boss Rudolph, played by Steve Backick, sends his fellow human operatives all over the world following specific criteria to mark each child as naughty or nice within a 72-hour period. Isabel Haynes, played by Lacey Chabert, works for the company that has been outsourced to compile the naughty or nice list for Santa. Those on the naughty list receive lumps of coal on Christmas as an incentive to become nice for future years. As an inspector with 20 years of experience, Isabel is one of the best inspectors in the biz. Therefore, she's the one tasked with making the final evaluation for those children that are on the borderline. She is only to observe without making contact with the subject or anyone in their family. As one of the most respected inspectors in the company, she's also being considered for a promotion to partner. Her strength is her near invisibility, largely due to an entire lifetime spent fading into the background and blending into her surroundings. Meanwhile, her charismatic co-worker and top competitor Giuseppe, played by Alessandro Miro, his strength is his ability to read people. The two of them are the top contenders for the promotion to partner, and Isabel is determined to prove that she has what it takes to get the gig. However, Isabel's next assignment poses problems unlike anything she has ever faced before. Even with the help of her kind-hearted and dedicated new assistant, Heidi, played by Loriza Tronco. Sadly, that pending promotion may be at risk as she inadvertently breaks one of the rules by bumping into Jason Duncan, played by Andrew Walker, the long-widowed father of one of her subjects, 11-year-old Charlie Duncan, played by Cadence Compton. Charlie has routinely fallen on the naughty list, and this year looks to be no different. Isabel finds herself willing to break and bend rules for the first time in her career as her inspection of 11-year-old Charlie accidentally begins to bring Isabel closer to the girl's father. When Jason asks Isabel on a date, she agrees, but only in order to get a closer look at Charlie. However, she quickly finds herself being increasingly drawn to Jason and extremely conflicted about Charlie's case in the process. Over time, she finds that a picture may not provide the whole story. Magic-loving, mischievous Charlie was always a nice kid, but after losing her mother the year prior, she spent the previous Christmas on the naughty list. Despite that, Isabel can see the good in her, but struggles to prove it due to her job's rigid regulations. The deeper Isabel gets into the assignment, the more she questions everything she thought she knew about her work, life, and her purpose, ensuring that this will be one fateful Christmas she'll never forget. Now again, this was pretty standard fare for a Hallmark Channel Christmas movie, and I enjoyed the chemistry between Andrew Walker and Lacey Chabert. Apparently, this was not their first Hallmark movie together, and you can visibly see why. I enjoyed the statement that was being made here, that kids are more complicated than just naughty or nice, that sometimes there should be exceptions to the rule because there's very real and sometimes life-changing circumstances that can make a nice kid turn naughty. You know, I relate to this movie increasingly well. And I'm gonna get a little personal here. You know, when I was a child, young, my parents got divorced. And I turned into a little bit of a hellion shortly after. I started doing all kinds of bad stuff to the point where when I was in junior high, my vice principal had my dad's work number on speed dial because I was in there all the time. Just rebelling, causing hell because of a life-changing circumstance that affected my world. And I was a nice kid, turned naughty for a while. But it wasn't that I was this inherently evil person. I just was going through something, and this was how I dealt with it. And very much the same thing in this case for Charlie. Her mother died. Her world was turned upside down. So she started acting out a little bit. Because the personal connection and the relatability here, I give She's Making a List 4 out of 5 stars. But tell me, what do you guys think of She's Making a List? Have you seen it? Do you want to see it? Let me know. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let's have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that interaction, that engagement that I'm always looking for from you, my loyal viewers. Make sure you give the video a thumb up. Post a comment of some sort, as it helps boost my videos in YouTube's algorithm and will therefore recommend my content to other people who like movie reviews and maybe just have never discovered my channel before. And until next time, when we're back here in the theater for another brand new episode of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios YouTube channel. I am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, thanking y'all for joining me and tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time.